Take it away,
Take us away,
Lothar.
Lothar.
Okay, so previously, let me rifle through my notes a little bit to make sure at the same level. Because since last time, I forgot a whole bunch of the stuff that happened. This is all rather embarrassing. But
It has been
what I
a
do,
while.
what I do remember was the fact that we went on looking for the location of the staff's head. Phase 1, we managed to encounter a particularly disturbing monster somewhere within the bowels of an old fortress keep of House Bane. We managed to secure some information that the staff's head was actually in another castle. Wasn't really a castle, was actually a tower. And we climbed the tower. We had a couple of intense fights. We got to the top of the tower. We accidentally probably opened some sort of a portal to either the void or a void-like dimension. Lothar and our new demon friend were the only people in this party who were actually interested in securing long-lost knowledge from that tower. They were the only one who actually thought about rescuing the books. You illiterate hacks.
No, but I think Az also browsed a few books
We
and
actually
picked them up.
rescued them.
Yeah.
We actually took some time to rescue some knowledge. The meathead of the party had to be the one rescuing knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. This is the state that the world has come to.
We are not intelligent, bookish characters.
I know.
We are not.
Okay, and and Lothar tried to discuss some stuff with the sword. It backfired horribly because the sword has the sword he found last time, because it has quite the personality. And what I do not remember specifically, and I seem to not have it written in my notes anywhere, was whether we actually secured the staff's head or not. So I will,
No,
you know,
we did not.
Not
okay.
yet.
We because I received a message from Varney saying he'll be waiting. And the staff's head was the chandelier that was in the library room that was missing.
Okay. Yes. So that is as much as I remember from last session. I would give the floor to the rest of my party, who probably have a better memory. No?
Anyone want to fill in the very last scene? Remind us of whether we finished exactly?
We decided to go to Dunbar through Avernus. So we incorporated the
Yes,
help of our demon friend, and we ended in Avernus
Devil Hunt.
where sure, devil. Where Essos ran into an old acquaintance of him. And I believe that's the scene where we left.
Wasn't the old acquaintance Gottfried?
It was Gottfried.
Oh, it was Gottfried. Okay.
Yep.
So, also an old acquaintance of ours.
Yes.
Indeed. As we pick up in this courtroom, sat in the judge's seat is Azox, the rest of you in the pews leading up to it, and in the doorway is standing Godfried, as he had just communicated and made himself known. Azok seems to be... It's quite hard with a devil to read its emotions. But in this moment, despite everything that's going on, and those of you who aren't even the most insightful, definitely pick up a sense of concern from Azorx in this moment. As Godfried ducks low into the room and stands to his full height, a clear sort of 15 feet or so, stretches out his pit fiend wings that fill the rest of this room. And you watch as a very, very non-compensatory weapon materializes in his hand as it's enchantingly summoned by him. This gargantuan greatsword that is of course on fire. Though with the rest of the heat in this place, it doesn't really change the temperature of the room because you're all still already cooking. As Godfried goes into a deep bow, headed in your direction, Seal.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm so late.
Um, I'm not sure we were supposed to end up here.
Well, I was on the assumption that you would have to come back here at some point with this imposter leading the show, it seems.
As the imposter.
Azorx, the improbable. Azorx stands up. Are we going to be civil here today, or are we going to take things further? Brandishes his own wings. Battle axe floats by the side of him. What's everyone
As
doing
much
in
as
this moment?
Lothar's just crossing his arms and looking between the two of them, and he's going to just shake his head and say that, well, as much as I would very much enjoy placing bets on which of the Devilkin is going to brandish the head of the other, I do believe we all have bigger concerns at the moment, since we're in this same improbable boat of trying to make sure Varney doesn't get his hands on the entirety of creation. So could we please set this aside for once everything is settled and done?
Azorx lets you finish and says, I already told you he will be dealt with swiftly. He is not the main concern.
Yes, well, I would
So-
rather have as little distraction as possible.
Who is the main concern then?
What happens to that third piece once it is assembled?
I signed a contract, remember?
The two devils sort of break eye contact and now look at you. Aldra.
Hey, he's got the contract, don't look at me. You get to fly in the real world. Well, if you guys can fly. I mean, wings are pointless if you can't fly. The
Say you,
thing that
Godfried.
I've seen you fly.
Can we shelve this
looking at
till we
Ashox now.
return? Az is ignoring you intently. There's an eye on you, but he's very much like you're in a Mexican standoff in the middle of two pit fiends who would very happily go at each other right now. I would
As I
like
said,
Seal. Can you roll a persuasion for me on behalf of? Sorry, yeah. Can you make a charisma roll for me and add 8 to it?
Sure.
I will roll as orcs to see how Godfrey deals with this.
If I'm adding an 8, you probably want to add my proficiency bonus, which because of my insanity is 2 higher.
No. You're rolling on behalf of Godfrey here.
Ah, okay, sure. So I'll just the d20 then?
Yep.
2?
10.
10.
Okay. Godfrey says, I was going to need a little bit more paperwork than your word. Else I'm happy to have it out right now and settle a little debt that you owe. Adult raises an eyebrow. And I thought you were here on personal business. The two switch to a different language. Infernal, if anyone speaks it.
Comprehend languages.
Okay. How quickly do you cast this?
and
I'm just wondering how much into the conversation you join.
Oh, as soon as they start talking.
due
Okay.
to his time with the Order, apparently, as I've had it written here, Lothar also speaks Infernal.
All right then. So Azorx opens with, this contract goes above everything. Don't you see, or do I have to beat sense into you again? Godfrey says, that was one time. And besides, I was told to go easy on you. But no, this can't wait. Well, it must. There's such an opportunity here. We cannot waste it. It's not even for my interest. It's not even for Avernus's interest. Everything will become undone in but a day. Can't you see that? Gottfried bellows. A day it is. One day Avernus, or one day realm. Azork says, make it Avernus, I'm going to need some change. This latte is slowing me down substantially. They finish in Infernal, and Godfrey says, it seems we have come to an accord, as he gives a bow to Seal. If you do need me, you need only summon me.
Okay.
And if this one goes rogue, please give me a call. I've missed you.
Okay.
Not words I would want to hear
He
from
kicks
a
down the
devil.
door and leaves.
Ah,
Azorx just offers a glance in your direction, Lothar, in those mutterings, and says, it's rude to listen to private conversation, you know. Besides,
he shrugs. He shrugs. Oh, maybe next time don't have them in public or anybody else can hear.
I should have known better. Anyway, perhaps, oh yes. Should be ready about now. Very well. To Dunbar. I see. And shall we? As he steps down, you watch as he quickly motions like a circle with his finger, and a ring of fire envelops all of you. Outstretches his arms welcomingly with a great big smile on his face, reaching out to whoever's going to grab hold of him.
That should be all of us.
Yeah.
As quickly as
Okay.
possible.
Dunbar. Did you have something from Dunbar that you had traded?
Yeah,
I
it was
remember.
the writings from their shrine.
Okay. I need you to roll a percentile die. If you roll 1 to 15, you fail.
So is that just a D100?
A D100.
Okay, thank God.
What's the roll?
35.
35. As the flame and heat lick at your very heels and the discomfort vanishes. On a small outcrop overlooking, looks like to be a small village in a level-ish, slightly hilly landscape, certainly near the coast. Foldreth, please could you describe at sunset the visage of looking out over the town of Dunbar, please?
Oh. Okay. So, it's a small village. There is like huts, but made of stone by dwarf craftsmen. In the, if we're on the, are we like on a hill or like just on?
You're on a small hill crop. You're probably like an hour's travel away from the town if you're on foot along
Looking
near
over
the
it.
road, basically.
So we can see the central where there's the main fountain, and then behind that there is just a statue of an avatar. Just a generic one. That since it's turning into night, we'll have the couple of beacons lit. And then you can also hear like ringing of blacksmiths just hammering away, stoneworkers going. Just peaceful, tranquil. No chaos.
And that old, warm, well, warm to you as a familiar warmth, a scent on the wind as the salty sea air fills your lungs. It's different salt. It's dwarvish salt. It's dwarf sea salt. You don't get that anywhere else other than in the realms of Earth. In fact, you too would get this smell of home, Torbrun.
Mm-hmm.
It is about an hour's travel before you, perhaps in terms of distance, though you can see further afield, as overlooking down into the village itself, you can see beyond it to where the hills begin to ascend against the descending sun and the horizon line. The geography of this land doesn't look natural. It looks having been altered. It looks like you could even say just a large body is making up this mound at the, beyond the village. A colossus range of mountains beforehand with great crevices in between them, like something's been removed from them. The fall of the Avatar is a sight to behold. Not many take it in, and even few know of its importance in history. As the group makes their way down into the town, is there anything anyone would like to do before you get there? Voldress, would you be leading the way?
I'd be running.
As fast as his little dwarfish feet can carry him, he
Aw.
sprints off.
Well, I don't
Endearing,
want to
is-
be left behind with everyone else, so we might as well hurry up the pace.
endearing, isn't it? Somebody who's actually excited to be home.
Hey, it was destroyed last time I was here. I'm on my way. Oh, they're going to be jealous of Safi. None of them are going to have a sapphire tip pickaxe. Oh!
As you hear that hammering into the night of Mastercraft's stone hammer on anvil, it echoes throughout the landscape and off into the sea. Maybe a dozen different identifiable noises simultaneously. Ching, 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 ching. A few kilns and spirals of smoke going up into the dusk air. And as the party enters the town, there's a general busyness. It seems like there's more people out at this time than you would have expected, Voldreth. Who would you be looking out for in particular amongst the, not crowds of people, but every now and again the people you do run into?
The chieftain. The village chief.
Indeed. And do you have his name?
Oh, I don't know. Make up a name now. Cool. We shall call him. Oh, he will be. To the villagers, he's known as Sir Greybeard.
It's a grey beard. With a back turned towards you, but with a very familiar looking stature. Wider than most, stouter than most, and walking with confidence that very few else in this retreat can mirror. His arms behind his back and his regal robes just casually blowing in the air as he's acknowledging people, greeting themselves. You can see him not too far up the road.
I'll accidentally use thaumaturgy and yell his name.
As breaking the calmness of this night, a bellow of grey beard. Or was it Whitebeard? Sorry, have I got it wrong already?
Greybeard.
Greybeard bellows out. He stops and turns. There's a look of confusion on his face, sorry. As you all sort of approach. Azorks being in the form of that of a sort of a human, not much taller than Sir Lothar. Well, if it isn't you, old one. You finally made it home.
Oh, it's about damn time I've missed this place. Oh, look what I've got. The craftsmen are going to be well jealous. Show him the sapphire pickaxe.
Instantly pulls out like a monocle. It zooms in, like 5 gadgets extend out of it, and he looks at the pick itself. Oh, fascinating. Very master craftsman. Which mountain kin made this one?
Well, I tend to, Corbin. Did Orcrop exist? No. Me too.
Might have this in my notes somewhere. Let me think.
So if you're looking
Brumnir,
for the lineage,
ingot smelter.
that's the one.
The
Brumnir
guy.
ingot smelter. Watches Greybeard, strokes his almost full-length beard, touching his feet. Few relics of old Ingot lying around these days. Ever since that great cave-in.
He seemed to be doing quite well
To
To
here
what
in
do we owe the
Orgrove.
pleasure?
Well, I got told there might be a, shall we say, a chandelier-looking artifact here somewhere with an old skeletal fella. Bit creepy.
How how'd you mean?
I mean, funny.
The
Golden Key
false
guy.
pope? Prophet guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, no one's seen him around these parts. Not for 100 years or so.
He said he'd be waiting.
He's coming here?
He said he was. Ain't good news.
I see. Very troubling.
Oh, well, shall we say I have another artifact? Look at me walking stick. He's got the last part to it.
See,
That's how old he's getting.
looks like
Hey.
Tears of the Mother. You know that is sort of like the dwarvish identifier of Residium.
Yeah. Well, it's a shame only half of it's like that. Oh, do we have any Residium?
Hey,
Oh, I
it
mean,
gets a little
do we
bit
have any
like
Tears of the Mother? Sorry.
I believe it's so nice to see you. Perhaps we should take this conversation into inside. It's getting a bit cold. My
Oh,
old
definitely.
bones.
It's, night's falling. Maybe it's going more white than white.
And
Voldred,
they carry on.
ask him if he's had, when you have the chance, any dealings with black armored men from the Dominion. His reaction was, He taps him on the back when you've got the chance, of course, when he's prone to talk.
We're going inside to his tavern. Don't worry about it. We can ask.
Above table.
Yep.
Is Residium, or under the name of Tears of the Mother, is that common knowledge for dwarves? Because I don't believe we knew about it
It's
until we ran into it for the
rare.
first time.
It's rare knowledge. It's more like Ingot Smelter knew of it
Mm-hmm.
because he's a master smelter. For a town mayor to know of it, even though this one is clearly old, it's a little bit surprising.
Okay.
as he himself is a tavern keeper. Perhaps he has other sources and hears things from travelers time to time. As following Greybeard along the road, you enter into a wonderful. Now, this is the dwarves were to book a 1 week spa break, 10 out of 10 destination tavern. There are rows and rows of 3/4 height tables with equally perfectly heighted stools. Floor to ceiling of kegs that you can see in decor. This tavern is itself its own inbuilt distillery. And you can see the pipe working is just the very definition of on tap just means a little bit more.
Lothar is going to tap Torben on the shoulder and ask, okay, so what exactly are we drinking?
Well, you'll have to try. It's usually local.
What do you mean? We're a dwarf. It's dwarven stout.
Are there multiple
Almost
taps?
specifically, Dunbar Supreme Stout.
Like I said,
As you can just
Local.
see DBST engraved in like a kingly crown emblem on some of the barrels.
Might as well have a drink while we discuss this, right?
of course.
It'd be rude
Carving
not
out
to.
a table for you all. The tavern is populated. Maybe 24 fellow dwarfkin in here. Only dwarves, however. You are the only non-dwarves amongst them all. And the atmosphere is of uninterruptedness from your entrance. Few people have stared, mainly Ariel catching more looks than others. But you get a quieter cornered table at the end of the hall. And Greybeard comes on over and sets you all out a perfectly dwarven pinted stout. And you watch as overhead he pulls one of the pipes down. It reclines down and says, "Right, that's the Dunbar Supreme. Can I get anything for anyone else?" His ruspiness sort of fading, almost at the thought of alcohol, perhaps.
Do we have any of the brisket?
Oh, of course.
Oh, you're in for a treat, Dobrin.
He rings a little bell. Says, "Going right up."
Actual meat prepared? Sign
Oh,
me
it's
up.
smoked on the thing that heats the vats for these. It's got the hint of the stout. Smoky, oh, so juicy. Jarred to perfection.
Could I get the three of you who isn't Voldreth reminiscing in this very moment, just to make insight checks, please?
Insight.
Coming right up.
Mhm.
Uh,
Not very insightful.
8? Is that an 18 or 13? It's an 18. Okay. Torbrun, you are as much taken in by the opportunity of having some fine dwarven brisket. But as you just cottoned onto there, that stuff is almost unheard of in the present day, let alone for it to be just set aside, ready to be pulled up at any moment. As a few moments later, the door opens, a small chef-looking character brings out this trolley and plates up in front of all of you. A fine-looking, almost as big as a ribeye, set of ribs and a rack of brisket, fine collection of potatoes, and a feast is before you all.
Lothar is going to have a taste as soon as he gets the chance.
Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Coming right up. As soon as the bloody thing works, man.
I'm assuming I'm making a wisdom because I'm chowing down.
Anybody eating? Wisdom saving throw.
Well, if
I had a
everybody's
+3.
eating, and I didn't figure out anything weird about it, I might as well have some.
Yep.
So did the inside also reveal something about the food?
So 18 got you. You're uneasy. There's something off. You just don't know what.
Okay.
DM doesn't want to throw the boil just yet.
Above table, I think I know.
Okay. As all of you, your taste buds erupt. This is the most succulent ribs, the perfectly crispy brisket, the best charred potatoes you've ever experienced in your life.
Do you he says, after a mouthful. Do you have a silver cleric nearby by any chance?
A silver cleric. What are the men? Yes. Not
Where do
I've had
you
one trading for a while. No, not to my recollection.
where do you get the meat then?
Ah, he taps the side of his nose. Trade secrets. We've got to keep a thriving community here in Dunbar.
Oh, free food and you're complaining.
See,
Who said it'd be free?
it's strange because one of the things I did pay attention when, I was taking my history classes in back in the Dominion was that it was the only place where you could have food that isn't conjured. Because it's the only place where you'd actually have, livestock. And, well, the livestock isn't the problem, it's the pastures that can actually grow grass that livestock can eat. This is the only place
have
outside of
mountain
the
goat.
Dominion.
We have mountain goat.
Those need to eat as well. Don't
Can I
they?
insight check
Yeah.
that? The mountain goat.
You can. You can.
A 9.
9. Well, you actually do recall the south sides of the mountainous areas of the domain of Earth was a sprawling community and a very large populace of mountain goat.
Would a brisket of the
Very good.
shape or size presented to us match that of a mountain goat?
No,
Okay.
this is huge.
Strange because, well, this is the first time I've had actual meat outside of the Dominion that wasn't somehow sourced back from the Dominion. And that thought alone is enough to make Lothar suspicious enough
Fair
to
enough.
finish his bite and, just politely focus on the drink.
The
No mind altering food, just mind altering drink for me, please.
the sharp tanginess of the stout kicks in. Your tongue erupts like parched, dehydrated oasis desert traveler finds that first nectar in a week. It is the richest, sharpest, most perfect taste of an alcoholic beverage.
Oh,
Voldroth,
that's quite some
tastes
brew.
just like home.
Open this in the Crusades capital. You can actually open a place like this with brew like this. You're going to be rich within 10 years. invest the money in a proper import warehouse over here.
Humans,
Source more meat.
menfolk, always so short-sighted with your 10, 20, 30 years, aren't you? If it isn't going to
Well,
stand for 200, we don't even build it.
oh, we're not going to be around for 200, most of us anyway, so might as well.
Aye. Speak for yourself.
Oh,
You know,
speaking for my
I'm only getting on a little bit myself here, but you know, an old dwarf never tells. And he gives a wink at Voldreth.
only saying. I would still like
I'm
to.
still just got 2 at the start of mine. Barely.
Indeed. And not a day over 150, dear luck.
What? 150 million years?
He takes a drink.
Can you give him something for his voice?
Wow.
Well, when you reach the age of my fine demeanor,
I
you'll be
don't.
lucky to have a voice.
I don't.
Oh, forget you humans get this voice at 72. If you make it that far, you and your fighting, your wars.
Speaking of, Ranger,
Mhm.
are you going to eat your food or you keep playing with it?
He's gonna cut it up. Does the inside look like proper meat?
Yeah, the steam gets you in the face, the nostrils. You are everything. This looks like. We're almost at the point where I was really tempted to make you make a Constitution saving throw because you should be salivating to eat this thing.
Probably.
Well, go ahead. You can tuck in.
Corbin is gonna put like a very tiny amount, like a teaspoon amount on his fork, and he's just gonna, assuming we have forks, and
Yeah.
he's gonna chew on it. He's not gonna swallow it. He's gonna like properly judge this.
All right, Torbrun. You have flashbacks to the best brisket you yourself have ever made. And as humbling and as proud as you are, this brisket doesn't beat it, but you know what? It'd be damn close.
With his mouth full, he's gonna ask, "What meat did you say this was?" Flavors on top, though.
Didn't?
What is it?
Well, that'd be telling. It's good though, isn't it?
It's great. Corbin is gonna keep
Right.
it in
Tuck
his
in,
knife.
tuck in. You must be famished. Been years since we've seen you, Voldreth, and you haven't introduced your friends folk yet.
Well, it'd be rude to me to do that. Come on, introduce yourselves. Apart from you, Mr. Hawks. Little vile creature, he doesn't speak much.
He's
Give him
he's
a
As
piece of
being the
mind.
only one who hasn't eaten anything at this table. Or
Hey, there's food, beer.
he's a tradesman that
grunts.
had quite a disagreement with Voldret on trade practices from the Dominion.
Crosses his arms and looks away.
Oh, you can call me Sir Lothar of White Mantle. I'm you call us Crusaders here, but mercenary from the Iron Dominion.
Aye. Well, that's one of you. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine, especially with the acquaintance of somebody who can brew something like this, and he lifts the tankard. Quite valuable.
Plenty more where it comes from. He taps the tap overhead as he pours himself another. Looks to you, Ariel.
Hello, I'm Ariel. Um, the specialized healer. I guess I've traveled with them for quite a while now.
What visage are you wearing at the moment? Human, elf?
It's a good question. I was thinking that, like, I didn't really have time to switch it out, but we did have that 1 hour until we got to this place, right? We
You
were
did, yeah.
1 hour
Yeah.
away. Yeah, and in that case, I think she would just take a human form.
Human. Okay.
Well, she would also look around to see what kind of clothing the dwarves wear and how they present themselves and look. Like she wouldn't know enough to craft a dwarven form, I think, about
Got you.
this place. She's never been here.
Mhm. I see. I see. Well, welcome to Dunbar.
Mhm.
And a ranger from the north, I take it.
Let me double check the map. Because I believe I'm from the
Mhm.
south. Yes. I'm from the island of Harton. That's where I was
Ah,
stationed at
I
least.
see.
As Torben starts to
But
talk,
originally from Earth,
he
yes?
wipes his mouth with a piece of cloth, either from his clothes or if there's something provided. And while he does that, he puts the food that was in his mouth, he puts it in the cloth while he crumples it up and puts it to the side.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand, sleight of hand. 15.
Okay. You do so. Tell me,
Name's
where
Torben.
were you both? Torburn. I see. He sort of looks over his shoulder for a second, looks back to you all. So, Aldreth, man out of town for a near century. Some would say, I don't agree, disgraced, fled his post, comes back with a group of military or adventurers. Some stoic, looks to Azox. Some amiable, looks to Ariel. Some almost as egotistical as a fellow dwarf. He looks to you, Lothar.
He cocks an eyebrow.
And you say this false prophet's coming here. Oh. Or perhaps even better, why?
Well, it's quite complicated. So basically, we've been munched around in a timeline. Let's say, and that false prophet's been following us. I might have pissed him off a little bit.
He scoffs, but invites you to continue.
You can scoff all you want. He's coming here, and he ain't gonna be nice.
I think he's just a horrible, what was he? Halfling, gnome, shorten, no dwarf.
He's a scumbag.
Never did anything good, did he? He's stroking his beard.
He made that what was the stories? That oh, that guy that turned into like a demon thing, went around killing a bunch of people.
Oh,
Oh, what was his name? Grabs a dish.
was it the hand of death or was it the cloak of death? One of them, something like that.
I can't remember.
Oh, that's his actual name. I was going by his, his normal name that's said in the legends. Either way, he made him.
I
It's
see.
not good. And he wants the rest of this stuff.
Why
I
does he
mean,
want
walking stick. I don't know. Well, look, it's like half tears of the goddess and half wood.
Hmm.
Speaking of, do we have some more to make it full?
Oh. Well, we could ask some of the specialists. Perhaps we have some more. Tears of the mother.
So this one is too scared to ask you.
Pointing at Silitha.
You wanted me to ask. Have you seen any black knights?
Oh. There's no sunny nights around here. Not in these parts.
There you go. No black knights. Just
What
Plenty.
my friend wants to inquire was whether you met any of my kin.
Oh, manfolk.
Clad in-
Yes, frequently.
Clad in black armor?
Yes, frequently.
Might have language on the devout side.
Ah. We generally pretend that we can't speak. Makes it a bit easier. Very transactional, you see.
A keyword being pretend, right?
Well, you're speaking fine dwarfish right now.
He cocks an eyebrow.
Anyway. More brisket, potatoes. Could even get some hot sauce or something like that. Another ale. Perhaps you want to find one of the... I think we may even have some barrels from more homely to you.
Would Torben have recognized the kind of meat that it was based on chewing on it?
As you look back down into your napkin, there was nothing there.
Huh. So it's conjured?
This happens in your head.
Huh.
You look as if like you put your hand in the napkin just to check, did it fall on the floor? No, it didn't. Nothing on the floor, nothing on your armor, nothing in the napkin.
Huh.
So what's this fella want with that stuff?
well, I actually don't know. I just know I need the last bit he's got.
And what do you think he's going to do when he gets it?
Use it as a walking stick like I am. That's what it is.
I see.
I just want it to be fancy and green.
What would you do with it?
It's a walking stick. I'm going to walk. I'm going to take a trek up the mountains behind here and enjoy the view. It
No,
might
I know.
help the light. Hey, you know I like shiny things, right?
I know you do.
The top of this is a chandelier. I imagine that in the moonlight on the top of the mountain.
I can. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
That's my point. Put it together. Sit up there. Enjoy the view. Sing praises to the Avatar.
Ah. The fallen one rests well.
He better do I put a pillow in his bloody tomb.
Go on.
Does he still have an active faith here?
You watch as he pulls out a ring. You can see on the ring emblemage the very recognizable like rune for the avatar.
Commendable. Highly commendable. What, I'm not an expert on dwarven matters, but what was it that toppled him back in the Ruination?
You fell at the battle.
Hmm.
I watched it happen myself. You fell as all the gods did that day.
So, how did your patron fall?
Dirty rumors would say he was slain. How does a god of rock and stone get killed by a blade?
Slain by whom exactly? Or what?
Some would say he was reaped by the Golden One.
Hmm.
Those who were there to witness it would know he was banished, along with all of them.
Precious
And
good
you,
the
Sir
depth
Knight,
involved.
I'm curious. Would you open the door?
Which door?
Would you undo what they did 100 years ago?
Hmm. He stops for a moment and thinks. I have had an ample sight of where that path of borrowed time leads. Not only would I do it, I believe it's the only solution we have to purchase even more time for ourselves. We are children in a quarry, playing with adult pickaxes and axes and explosives, with absolutely no oversight.
That not make us truly free. Free to self-govern. Free to self-choose. Free to succeed.
I've read history enough to know that we were just as free when clerics could draw on their gods as well.
Some
Sure.
still can.
And he raises a curious eyebrow. Really?
We hear rumors what they do over at the Golden Keep.
Yes, well, Pope Varney, the last of his name, is an entirely different situation. But as I can see it, and you can call me a Baldwinist, the gods were just as much a part of our natural order as we are. By banishing them, well, we let loose powers rampant that should be controlled by somebody. And that somebody cannot be us, not with our proclivities.
I see. Any more food for anyone? Drink? Got something I'd like to share with you. Once you're finished, of course.
Oh, I'm quite stuffed, I'm not gonna lie.
How much have you eaten?
Oh, like a full
Full
giant,
pack of ribs, a full brisket. You've done the full meal. Have you had
a
like a
full
snack?
barrel.
All right, I'll have you make one more wisdom saving throw, please. 19. Okay. On a 19, sort of like that second set of doubt. You're not quite sure if it was just like, oh, you're full or your taste buds are doing, but it tasted a bit off. But at the forefront of your mind, it is not. As your full belly swells, you feel it. First satisfied meal in a long time. Greybeard would invite you all to follow him once you're finished eating and drinking. As he leads you through the tavern, people sort of are still gazing every now and again. He leads you into a back room. You can see this is a sort of office. You see shelves, maybe perhaps records and ledgers. Selections of keys, perhaps where they have storage for the rooms above. Small little pigeonholes for messages, etc. He goes to a bookcase and pulls out a large-looking tome. It's smeared all over in dwarven runes. And he sets it out on a table before you all and says, I was there, as were many of my kin, friends, family, colleagues, travelers, and party members. You know what they don't tell you in history? The choice that they made that day. And he opens the book and turns it towards you. Who wishes to read it? In dwarven runes.
I'll read it.
You read a passage that's clearly written from the perspective of someone relaying an account. It's sort of bullet pointed and it's not overwhelmingly descriptive. It's more matter of fact, almost like you were reading a shopping list. Banishment spell will last 100 years. The spell must be reenacted every century to maintain the barriers between realms. Failure to do so will be the reckoning of us all. These 3 points before you. The red-horned mage completed the spell. Staff was shattered and scurried away by those who meant to keep it secret, who all swore an oath to make safe this realm for now and forever. And that's the end of the page.
So there's an expiration date on the spell that they cast.
Don't tell me that in school, do they?
No, they do not.
Well, if we use our noggins, it's probably like 2 days away. Maybe less.
And what about the cost?
The cost of?
Well,
What's the cost of the spell?
Well,
Read a
then
bit
there is
more.
round number. Allegedly, 100,000 souls. Azorks, for the first time, sort of moves to hearing this.
Quite a steep price to maintain a murderous status quo. What happens if the spell is left to expire?
Who knows? Do you want to find out? And bring ruination upon all?
Find out and bring ruination. That does not sound like who knows. What do you think happens when the spell expires, if it's left to expire?
It's the Lothar. We kind of know what happens. You remember when Dan sent us back?
Okay.
We
Greybeard
came from
raises an eyebrow.
the day after. Well, a few days after. Like, Dunbar didn't exist where we came from. It was gone.
You think what we saw in Varney's chapel was
Oh,
the
that's what
effects of
happens.
the effects
That's
of the
why he
spell
wants the
expiring?
damn stuff to expire the spell. That's gotta be it.
Wait, if that happens, he will be a massive statue made of stone. Why would he want that?
Maybe he doesn't know that's what would happen.
Well, the thing
Why
is,
would he need the staff to expire a spell that's going to expire anyway?
that's why he's working with Dan. He wants us to bother. You know what? Screw the stuff. I don't care. Oh, I've got a contract. Oh, right. Yep. It makes sense now. That's why they sent us back.
Explain.
So, you know how I heard Dan with Varney.
You sure it was Dan?
Oh, I'm not 100% sure. They sent us back to get the stuff so they could do the spell so he lives still.
What's the point
That's
of
all
him
I can
living
think.
if the desolation we saw is what happens? What's the point of him living? He'll have no church, nobody to lord over, no steady supply of souls and gold for his master. What's the end game? Who benefits from a ruined world?
I guess we have to ask him when he comes.
You've got this on its head.
Hmm?
What's this? Barney wants to keep the gate shut.
And potentially keep his monopoly as the only legitimately powerful creature on this realm. That makes a lot of sense.
What's this other faction you're referencing?
With no gods, who is the strongest person here? Who has the only faith left that's worth anything?
He treats it as a rhetorical question, sort of leaning in, expecting your answer.
The Golden Keep. Even the Iron Dominion respects that. It's the only place where there is any sort of faith left. Faith in gold, faith in paying your taxes. Faith in your death actually having a point in the end.
So
the
it's
only
not
one
just
left.
blind evil.
No, not Varney. Wouldn't call him evil either. There's You can judge any faith, you can judge any state by its fruits. And in a desolate world, the Golden Keep is what? One of the last places where there's actual stability, where people thrive, where there's any semblance of order left.
Controlled order out of all this chaos, you could say.
He shrugs. But his is the only one. The Iron Dominion is slowly, even with Torm's last blessing, it is slowly falling apart.
Is that not
And the world,
because they have succumbed to that of the will of mortals?
this
Or
time they
have
have
they
no.
been following in the religious tomes to their demise?
This time they have no gods to blame or to fall upon. Much like they did not have gods to blame the first time they fell to corruption. Between the machinations of kings and the corruption of an order who should have known better, it's the same.
It sounds also easy to bring down such a faith.
How do you mean?
You make it sound like a strong monarch and a binding religion is all you need for order. But perhaps it's just something more simple. Just acceptance.
Of?
As the day-to-day life of troubles is but what we're here for. Not to serve at the feet of some god, but to serve ourselves.
As if we're a better master than that. You know, one thing I learned back when I was actually paying attention, when I studied with the Order, was that as far as Torm's faith was concerned, we will never servants. Torm lent his knights the power that he did because he saw in humanity something worth preserving. And so he empowered us, you know. Why he chose the men of Arling and not the dwarves of Eartha or the elves of Eloran, that's anybody's guess. But it was what it was. He chose them to empower them in order to stand as guardians of the realm. Piss poor job of that we did. And now I look around us at what the desolation did, at what we've been doing with the gift that we've got, and what do we have to show for it? The Dominion's corrupt again. The Golden Keep has its own very twisted version of order, sure, insulated from a slowly dying and fraying creation. It's not blind faith that drives my opinions on this, dwarf. It's pragmatism. We have proven we can't set things right again. And if there is at least one god in that pantheon who could help, who has proven to have a vested interest in helping, then I'm going to take the chance.
Even if it is one you would not expect.
Elaborate.
A fine sermon, a great preacher you would make. Does he speak for all of you? Do any of you feel differently? Greybeard invites, like, all of you comment.
Mm. I don't know. I find freedom the most important thing, and I find that for that there's no real need for rulers, masters, gods, and many
And yet
other
they're
things.
and yet they are inevitable. The mortal realm is not the land of the Fae. Left to their
Yeah.
own devices, people will elect a king. Or if not the king, an aristocracy. That they're going to shift around and change the name, but people will elect rulers. At least, as far as men are concerned, that's how they function ever since, well, ever since forever. And the gods were not, well, some gods were, as it happens, but not all of them were just petty kings looking for servants. They were the foxes keeping the rats away, which we have sealed off for the rats to eat at the fabric of creation until they bloat and burst. What happens when the rest of the world dies around the Golden Keep?
I think we quite know your position on this, Salutha. You would bring the gods back and see it done. Ariel, you would keep them banished away.
I suppose.
A new
I just-
ranger from the south. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you.
No, it's okay. I just, in general, have lived my life without these politics, and I would prefer to see it continued that way.
Ranger from the south. He inclines his head. Where would you stand?
It's devastating, yes. Losing them initially was. I can't say I have particular feelings about missing them. Being a man who generally avoided most of society with my occupation before the ruination, I don't really have much to say about politics. If anything, family and kinship were more important to me.
Spoken like a true dwarf. And you, old man with a stick.
Oh, me. Let him free. Bring the avatar back.
And face the wrath of a whole pantheon.
If we, as different races, can all learn to coexist, so can they.
Very interesting. Please. Take a room, get some rest. The night is long. What do you all do?
Could you bring one of those specialists to come see me?
He raises an eyebrow. To
Well,
what kind of specialist?
Well, I'm too old for that.
I was just checking. I didn't want to assume, you see.
That's more of his cup of tea.
Pointing towards Torben.
Well, I'm not sure we have
However,
any.
Tears people.
Oh, men of cloth. I see. I'll see what we can find.
Torben raises an eyebrow and rolls his eyes on that comment, and he walks out the room. And Torben is gonna go look for the kitchen of the tavern.
Sure. And no roll required. It sort of makes sense. You feel the heat source from this place. You know that would lead you in that direction. Winding cobblestones. And as you sort of get
the distance between you and the party, you feel the warmth dissipate. The coldness of the stone remind you of, what it was like entering the halls of abandoned dwarf holds. As you make your way down a stairwell, you find what you realize would be a kitchen, though it has seen no activity in years.
Just as I thought. Looks like this place is not as welcoming as I thought it was. Thorman's gonna go back up. Assuming we get rooms, Thorman is gonna reconvene with the rest, and he's gonna go to Lothar's. I don't know what it is you just ate, but that kitchen down there hasn't been used in God knows how long.
Yeah,
I'll say
took
you
a bite.
branch off into your take 2 or 3 rooms. Azox will take his own key. Rest of you splitting into 2.
I took one
Us-
bite, and then I heard that this isn't the minion meat, which is, as far as I know, the only place where you can source actual meat that doesn't taste conjured. Call me old-fashioned, call me paranoid, but this is highly suspicious. As was the conversation we just had, because I've met plenty of tavern proprietors before. None of them were very keen into leading us into a highly specific, yet somehow very on point discussion on our philosophies, given our current situation.
Agreed. If anything, dwarves
Yeah.
tend to keep to themselves with these kind of topics, especially with outsiders involved.
Yeah, I thought that was strange too, though I don't know a lot about dwarves, save from what I've learned from you guys.
So unless
You would
we
never
stumble,
do this in their place.
unless we stumbled into the purveyors of some new, fresh philosophy, I am highly, highly suspicious
Same.
of whatever it is that's going on here.
Then are we going to stay here
Is
and
Volred
separated
still
like we
with
are?
us? Or is he in his own room?
Yeah, so you've all grabbed a key. There's 3 rooms. Azox has gone off to his own room. You 2 are in one at the moment. It's whether or not you 4 split or not.
I'm gonna go look for Volred. And I'm just gonna have him join the conversation.
No, he's with you unless Voldrith has said elsewhere.
I'm going with Azox.
Oh, you're gonna go with that? Okay, so he's in the room next door.
Okay.
He's just too busy, like enjoying home. He's just like got a mask on for all of the shenanigans.
Yep. It doesn't matter how weird everything is. You're home. You're finally home. You've been dreaming of this for years. You're home.
That makes sense.
Even though player-wise, I know, but Voldrith doesn't. Voldrith's he's home.
As you close the door behind you, Azorx is stood looking out the window. And you just see his shadow, his wings just covering this room. But his human form, they're not out.
Thorman is gonna knock on the door of Azox and Volred.
Like Azox turns on a dime, battle axe summoned, readied. As he slowly opens the door. Oh, it's you coming in.
Well, looks like at least one of you caught on.
Door closes behind you.
Oh, it's good to be home.
Thorman is gonna slap Volred.
Hey, what did you do that for?
Open your eyes, old man. Is this really the
They're
home
open.
that you left behind?
Well, didn't we go back in time? So it's fully rebuilt.
Rebuild into
But
what?
then why did he?
Don't tell me you enjoyed that excuse of a meal. It wasn't even
Oh,
real
it's
food.
wonderful. Someone needs to turn back in their kitchen license if you don't think that was real.
I will get closer and sort of, with a soft voice, say, I just went to the kitchen. It's dusty and abandoned. No one's been working in that kitchen for months or years. Whatever you ate, it did not come out of a kitchen here.
What should I roll for this?
Insight
Yes.
versus persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, fair. Well, I'm not lying, so what are you looking for? Are you looking for a lie?
No. I had him roll insight because this is his DC of how enthralled he is with his own
Sure.
wanting of reality versus your ability to persuade against it. So
Sure.
that was 19 versus 14. So you've not convinced him yet.
Fair enough.
Maybe they just turned the fires off. It's pretty late. We've got to sleep as well. You can't be cooking 24 hours a day.
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders and I'm gonna shake him. Is there any other tavern in this town?
No, it's a small village. How about this, right? If this isn't real, go visit the blacksmith. Surely, they'll still be at the fire.
Surely you can
That's
show
how
me
I'll
the
come
way,
with you.
right?
Yeah.
Alright, let me grab the others. We'll just pay a visit to the blacksmith before we get the sheets. I look over to Azok and I just sort of give him a head nudge and he's like, we're getting the fuck out of here.
I can't stand dwarven architecture.
Wow, that's his problem. Architecture.
I'll go back over to
So monstrous.
Lothar and Ariel. We're getting out of here. I don't know where we're
Yeah,
gonna
where
stay,
to?
but anything but here. Also, we need to get Volrath out of this whatever state
I
he's
would like
in.
you all to make stealth rolls as you attempt to leave the tavern, please.
Are the windows?
And how do you attempt to leave? Do you go out the window or are you going down the stairs?
If there are windows, I would close the window.
Okay. Stealth rolls, please, with advantage.
One moment.
The stealth rolls simple
I-
because we all have heavy armor.
I was just wondering, could we go through a furnace?
Oh my god.
So, for clarity here, this is not a portal you out of all occasions.
Yeah,
It's,
that's fair.
get out of jail free tool.
Yeah.
He has already expressed he can go to Avernus once per mortal day. He's just done that. So
Sure.
he is now
Yeah.
grounded for 24 hours.
Right, stealth rolls it is.
Well, 24 hours, next long rest, whatever you want. It's a demon, a devil. He doesn't rest. So it's like, that is on cooldown.
That's a
So
so.
a natural
Amazing.
one.
No, that's a
Torbjorn.
17.
Amazing.
We have advantage. So that's a 17.
He has normal. He has
I have
You
normal
don't. You
stealth.
have not. He has stealth. He actually has 17. Okay, so
Yeah.
that is a 14, a 7, a 17,
Lothar.
and Lothar.
I did. It's a 15 and a 7.
You didn't click
So-
your thing.
We did.
15 and a 7, so 15. All right. That's pass, fail, pass. Which means with a creak as this window, as you attempt to open it, like the fine dwarven decor, it just cracks. And the window just comes off its hinge in your hand. And suddenly it goes from this pristine, perfect condition window to like old and ruined. There's half of the panel missing, just in your hands. as the window is open, big enough for all of you to get out.
Is the entire place conjured? Oh no.
Oh no.
I would see that with the noise. I'd realize.
Well,
I-
from your perspective, it looks like Torb just broke the window.
Okay.
Well, you got to be more careful. It's a pristine building.
I will grab his arm and
let's
I will
roast
have
the
his
wall.
arm touch the window and just move it a little bit to see if it does it again.
Oh, he now sees what you see, right? He's not visually.
Yeah, I'm
seeing
trying
a
to
different image.
break it more using his hand, like gently using it, see if it breaks down even more.
Not quite, but you can see like this is the wooden parts of this is well long rotten, and the glass panes like are loose in their joints. The three more, and you realize if you want to go for it, you could push the rest of it out. But if you're attempting to get out of here, you
Does
need to
that
do
look-
so.
Does that look dwarven made and maintained to you? Snap out of
Let's
it.
broke it anyway. Blacksmith.
As you
Deal with.
scale down the side of this building, you set out towards the back of town. But as you are heading up through this town, where the bustling streets had seen livelihood and people, fellow dwarves moving about, every door is shut or open. There is no light source. There's no sound echoing across these streets. It is, well, sundown. You would expect everybody to be home and in their beds. But there are windows missing. There are doors missing. There are holes in roofs. There are sides of buildings just vacant. And as you head up the street to where you just walked past and met Greybeard, the very blacksmith he was stood outside of when you Thaumaturge used his name, is but a ruin burnt long ago and decayed. Dwarven, but destroyed architecture.
Please tell me you can see that, Waldred.
Right. What?
He's getting angry now.
What happened to me? Swear to God.
Is he smart enough to put two and two together now? Yes, yes, he is.
You know, we're going back. We're killing him.
Wait.
Whoa.
Let's
That
not make
little
any.
bastard. Hey, that's Barney.
We don't know that.
That's Ox.
Relax.
go.
Relax.
Hey, I've
Relax.
got a demon. He hasn't got a demon. I've
You've
got a
got
demon.
3 times my age, old man. Calm down and relax.
In
Let's
fairness,
make
that's
it
not
destroyed
saying
me
much.
home.
unnecessary fights.
It looks like this place was destroyed long ago.
Key
I
point.
think
It
he
does
just,
indeed.
I think he just tricked you into thinking it was rebuilt.
Yeah.
He wanted me to bring in the stuff, didn't he?
I would like you, Voldress, to tell me where you would have been keeping the staff.
In my belt.
Yep.
On my person.
Put your hand down and look there.
Mother.
There is no staff.
Yeah.
Waldred, what's with the face?
Well, what am I not walking with? No, we gotta go back. He's kind of got the stuff.
Is it in your room?
I always have it on me. It's not here.
How? How did you? How
How did I? It was on me at all times.
I look over at Azores. Just let anyone touch the button you have a contract with. What kind of devil are you?
He rolls his eyes at you and just says, "I never took my eyes off the dwarf. He never moved a muscle."
So that means
What
you
that-
should have seen who took the staff.
Well, I was focusing on figuring out what he was, because he's obviously not a dwarf. Didn't quite get that far as I thought I would.
The only person that came near me was that bloody little chef.
Well, there was no chef in that building, I can tell you that much.
Also known as Bloody Dan.
Well,
If that's money, that's done.
how do we know? That sounds like a hell of an assumption.
They said they'd be waiting here for me. There's two people that we know are real. Two people say they're waiting. Two people say they're here. 2 plus 2 minus 2 is 0. Yeah, that's
Sorry. What? The stout game to you,
Yeah.
evidently.
He's
that,
fuming. He's raging.
you got some quick
The
maths
quote
for
of the
your
day:
age.
2 plus 2 minus 2 is 2.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Boldred, what are you talking about?
basically that's Varney and Dan. Now they've got the staff.
You might be
And
right,
they've
but it's
got
still a hell of an assumption.
one day, well, a day and a half, to recast the spell or not cast it.
give me a moment. Give me a moment. I will cast Locate Object, describing the staff.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay. Oh God, really. So, describe or name an object that is familiar to you. Which is?
Hmm?
What object do you name? I'm not going to be a DM dick and say, well,
the piece,
actually, it's called.
the piece of the staff that Volred was carrying.
Okay. You sense the direction of the object's location. As long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you, the object is in motion, you know the direction of movement. The spell can locate an object known to you as long as you have seen it close, within 30 feet at least once. Yes. Since this one can look at the nearest object of the kind. No, the spell can look at an object in this. Cool. As you activate Corbin sonar, boom, 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 you get a ping instantly far up the hill to the north of you. And then, much to your concern, it's gone.
We might not have a lot of time. We gotta move. And I start jogging in the direction of where that last ping came
I'll lead
from.
the way, Ranger.
We
Is this the
run.
mountain that I described where I would take?
Yes.
Yep.
As the party ascends this mountain climb in a against the clock chase. After presumably Greybeard and his chef with a stolen artifact of long ago, I would like a group survival check, please, as you make this ascent. This is to see how fast you do it.
That's a good roll.
That's a 10,
That
a
is a-
27
That's
from
one
Torben.
off a max roll.
14 from Voljet.
Is it not showing again on my end?
No, are you
Nope.
clicking your character and then doing the roll?
Yeah,
No,
it's
it
a
doesn't
3
need
and a
to.
12. I'm not sure what's going on.
You got them as private or something, I'm wondering?
You might have a GM roll turned on.
No, I would see it, wouldn't I? I don't
Okay.
see anything. What's
Why
your
are
what's
you
your
lying?
roll?
It's a 3 and a 12, so 3.
Okay.
Oh no.
So almost like complete success, complete failure, right in the middle, and the swing vote is a success. So you are not hindered by this ascension as Torbran guides you up and sees a shortcut here, and okay, we're going up there, and Voldrith says, yeah, we're going up to the top, and Torbran just sees, even in the darkness, you just see this before you. As the peak comes into view, against the moon, you can see two silhouettes standing against the top of this mountain. As you watch, as a green light is revealed from the peak, casting
Close the
almost like
notebook again.
a whole dawn is breaking over the edge of this mountain. You guys are halfway up. Is anyone doing anything to get there quicker?
How
My
How
magic
high
I'm
is
boots.
trying. I'm gonna
Glide.
try and stick as close to the mountaineer as I can.
You've probably climbed a few hundred feet very rapidly in like 10 minutes, but you're probably halfway there.
Hmm.
This is the last group DC roll to see the timing of this scenario playing out. Who wants to do what?
Baldrith, can you
It doesn't
spider?
have to be group if people want to do separate things, by
Mm.
the way, as well.
Baldrith, can
I will
you
cast
spider
spider
climb me?
climb. Well, you got your rocket boots.
I know. I want to combine them to sort of hop and skip up the mountain.
Oh
You can
gosh,
climb.
okay. I think you could do that
Ooh.
anyway with your rocket boots.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because as
Sure.
Ox could carry someone, set.
Yep.
I'd spider climb the Lothar because he's going to be heavier
Okay.
than Ariel, and then use my flying boots to fly quicker.
Okay. Is Azox carrying Ariel?
I'm going to glare at him and say, "Carry!"
Oh my
point
god, he's
towards
gonna be
Ariel.
so happy to do that. But yeah, I don't have anything that might make things faster other than potentially casting guidance on myself or someone else as I'm climbing.
Okay. You just hear Azox mutter as he very delicately and respectfully takes your hand and then almost like fireman buckets you over the shoulder and his wings as he goes into full devilkin form rises in height and then shoots into the sky above.
Wow.
Ariel, you reach the ascent quickly, but you can see below you the fire kicking in and the boots of Torbran, like a
Hmm.
pebble going downstream, but he's going upwards, just like a salmon
Yeah.
climbing up the hill.
Cool.
Lagging behind somewhat compared to the rest of your group's movement is Salothar, who is for the first time on hands and knees able to make a vertical ascent in his life. As Ariel, you get to the top, you get a bird's eye view on this. The staff has been assembled. Two cloaked figures stand there. And you watch as says, I'm going to drop you here. As he gets close
Okay.
to the ground, he doesn't stop. He drops you about 50 meters away. Sorry,
Okay.
50 feet away.
50.
And you watch as he does a sort of a bow roll in the air. A battle axe extends in his right arm. As Torbran, you get to the top of the edge of this. You're within about 30 feet. Let's say Lothar clambering up. You get a sight of this, but you're you're a good sort of round away. As your boots land on the cliff edge as well, Valdreth, you watch as Azorx swings his axe, clean hewn, as he goes into a barrel roll over the edge, taking one of the figures with him. A moment later, the wings erupt over the edge, and you watch as this small silhouette is torn in half by this devil.
Yeah.
2 lumps of the body that was just living, now very much dead, is dropped onto the side of the mountain cliff. And you just hear as Azork says, I said it wouldn't be that much difficult. It's just a halfling. So what, he was blessed by God. It's about at this moment you see the staff glowing a green, verdant, and a flash of light emits from it. As the light fades, it blinds all of you for about a second and a half. And as your vision returns, you see Azorx frozen in air, pinned on the hook of a gargantuan scythe 100 feet tall, descending down from the sky. You watch as a wisp of the clouds forms into this sort of 50-foot tall visage, unmistakably of Varney. As Varney, the Necrolord, stands before you. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.